the tale of Sadwick, the sad clown, and how he will destroy the world. In many games you are the hero or the anti-hero, but in this case, fate has decided that you, a sad depressed little clown, are the one who will destroy the world. So it is up to us to see if we can escape the webs of fate and save our beautiful magical land. You realize quickly that Sadwick is not very good at many things, but he tries really hard. This is where I can actually relate to the character. You see hope in him, an untapped potential, maybe even a future leader of the land. So we start our great adventure by waking up in our caravan, and afterwards getting verbally abused by our older brother. Immediately after, we do some chores, mainly by feeding our magical caterpillar pet and finding a chest key, one of the king's messengers, only for him to entrust you with a whispering stone, a very powerful artifact. In your journeys to deliver the artifact to the king's palace, you discover and explore new and wonderful areas. I was gonna say meet a lot of people, but the world feels a little bit deserted, as many people ran out because of the oncoming disaster. But the few characters you do find are interesting, and some are quite strange. On your journeys, you are accompanied by your best caterpillar friend, Spot. Or as the main character likes to call him, Spot. The Whisper World has 4 main chapters to its story. I enjoyed the first 2 chapters more than the last 2. I don't usually complain about the difficulty, as solving a puzzle or a riddle can be satisfying. But here, not only do you have to be super aware and remember every little detail or examination, you are supposed to guess certain things without any hints or clues, and the last 2 chapters are full of these issues. I ended up using Spot and different items on everything I could find just to get a little bit further in the game. For the interface, it's very rudimental. You get to examine, talk, and interact with different objects, shown by pressing the spacebar. To the top right, you'll have the Spot menu, as your magical buddy can transform into different forms the more you advance in the game. It's a good thing that he is a magic caterpillar, because sometimes the things that you do to him seem like they might hurt and they seem very cruel. And I'm not talking about the torture scene. The Whisper World has a few puzzles with various difficulties, from playing chess with only the queens to doing a moving puzzle. And let's talk about the lisping elephant in the room. If you play the game in English, the main character will have lisp. It was a little bit off-putting at first, but it grew on me, and I started to like it. And it somehow managed to fit the main character. I know this is common practice using the same voice actor for different characters, and sometimes you can figure it out, but in this case it was really obvious, and it didn't even use different accents. The only difference was that he hissed a little bit like a snake. But the dialogue is filled with humor and will not disappoint. I enjoyed the game mostly for the artwork and the world it created around Spot and Sadwick. But the story has a very disappointing ending, and I wish there were more hints and clues into what we're supposed to do in certain places, so I will give this game a 7 out of 10. If you enjoyed this game, you can try Deponia, it's made by the same company, or if you want to play another fantasy world filled with humor, you can try The Book of Unwritten Tales.